Shukra. So I hope that everyone has the text. If you do not have text, then kindly bring the text either in your mobile or in laptop, so that it will be better to go through the text. I have tried to discuss all these three tick, that is the Kusal tick, Vedana tick, Vipak tick, through the PPTs, but it is not possible to discuss all the thick matikas, which are 22 in number, as well as 100 duk matikas, make PPTs of all the thick questions and answers. So in the beginning, I have tried to explain all these things, that how you can write the answer of these questions and what the text says. I have tried to enumerate all these things through the PPTs. So in the next slide also we'll discuss. I will make it. But coming to the text, let us see the text. The next thick matika, we have discussed the four thick matikas. That is the Kusal thick, Vedana thick, Vipak thick, and Upadin thick. Now the next thick is called as Sankalit Kilesa Chitta. There are three thick three questions in this thick Sankalit thick. That is the Katme Dhamma, Sankalit Sankilesika, Katme Dhamma, Asankalit Sankilesika, and Katme Dhamma, Asankalit Asankalit Asankilesika. So there are three questions under this thick Matika. Let us discuss one by one, then it will be more clear to you. That first question is Katme Dhamma Sankalit Sankilesika. There are two terms. Sankalit. Sankalit means that which are defiled. Sankilesika, there are two words, sam plus kilesika. Kilesas are those defiling factors which darken our consciousness or blacken our consciousness. Those which are polluting our consciousness, they are 10 in number, kilesas. We have already discussed that pakati pavasaram itam chittam tam ko agantuke hi upkilese hi upkilittam. Our consciousness is being defiled by incoming inward defiling factors. Lobha, dosa, moha, there are 10 types of defiling factors. They are polluting our consciousness. So now the question is, how many are the dhammas or the states which are sanklit, which are polluted, as well as sankilesika? They are the source of defiling our consciousness or chit chetasik rupa nibbana. Whenever here dhamma, we have to also see that what is the scope of the answer of this question. Dhamma is indicating in the sense of chatudha paramattha dhamma, that is the chit chetasik rupa nibbana. We have to find out that how many are the consciousness which are defiled, as well as they are the source of defiling factors. So this is the first question. Let us discuss that of how the text is saying about it. Here it is said that tini akusal mulani, लोभो दोषो मोहो तत्किट्ठा च किलेसा कम संपयुक्तो वेदना खंदो संज्ञा खंदो संखार खंदो बयान खंदो तम समुत्थानम काय कम्बम वची कम्बम मनोकम्बम इमे धम्मा संकलित संकिलेसिका. The answer of this question, if you go through this is the answer.
One question, Professor Adam, he raised his hand.
Yes.
Professor Adam, would you like to ask? Hello? Professor Adam? Okay, maybe by mistake, okay, still he is raising his hand. Okay, do you have any question? Please ask. Professor Adam?
Or after the class we can discuss.
Maybe after the last week.
Last class. So, please.
We'll take after class.
After class.
Please hold your
So here we are discussing about the first question of this tick, that is the Sanklit. It is said that Dini akusal mulani lobo doso moho तत्कट्ठा च किलेसा तम संपयुक्तो vedana khando, sanya khando, sankhar khando, bhyan khando, tam samuttanam, kaikambam, vachikammam, manukammam. If you remember the first Tikka Matika, we had discussed Kusal Tikka. In the Kusala Tikka, what we had discussed in the second question, Katme Dhamma or Kusala. The same answer has been also given here. So if you go through the PPT, Tini akusal mulani lobho doso moho tatkatha cha kilesa tam sampayukto vedana kando sanya khando sankhar khando byan khando tam samuttanam काय kammam vachikammam manokammam ime dhamma sankilit sankilesika. This is the answer of this question. So there are Tini kusal mulani, that is the lobha dosa moha. There are three types of roots we have already discussed. That the roots are in the sense of triage. That is the mulathena hetu. Just like the roots are supporting a tree in the standing of a tree. In the same way, the hetus, which are 6 in number, lobha dosa moha, they are also serving as a source of moral action or immoral actions. So in the case of here, Sankilit, there are three types of immoral roots, namely lobha, dosa, moha. So we had discussed what is a lobha, that is the parbhandanam mamam bhavaiya, let the belongings be mine, or par sampatti har niksha, a desire to take the belongings of others. It is called as lobha, that is the greed. Dosoti par vinasa chinta, that a desire to harm others. And moha is that dham sabhav patichadan lakkanati moha. That moha is not knowing the Four Noble Truth, not knowing the law of dependent origination, not knowing the past existence, not knowing the previous existence, not knowing the law of conditionality. This is called as moha. So here, moha is in the sense of a moha has the characteristics of covering the nature of reality, that all things are subject to impermanence, all things are subject to suffering, and all dhammas are subject to soulless. So this is the, and associated with these three roots, there are 12 types of akusala chitta. 8 lobha mulak, dos mulak 2, and moha mulak 2. Atadha lobha mulani, dos mulani chadve, moha mulani chadve, dwadasa akusalam siyam. So there are 12 types of chitta associated with Vedana, Sanya, and Sankhar. That is the 52 types of psychic factors. Out of the 52 types of psychic factors, there are 14 types of akusala chetikas, which are associated with 12 types of akusala chitta available in Kama Bhumi. So out of the beyond Khanda, that is the 89 or 121 types of consciousness, there are only 12 types of akusala chitta. Tam samutthanam, arising with those lobha dosa moha, whenever there is a kai kamma, vachi kamma, mano kamma. Kai kamma means panati pata, adinna dana, kamesu michachara. Then vachi kamma, musavada, visuna vacha, farusa vacha, samfalapa. And mano kamma, that is the abhijya, vyapad, and michaditti. There are 10 types of immoral actions which are being performed by a human being. That is the nam and rupa. And this is called as sankilit sankilesika. These are defiling factors, as well as these 12 types of akusala chitta. They are the source of defiling factors. This is the answer of the first question. Now, the second question is of this thick sanklit sankilesika. How many are the dhammas or the states which are not defiling factors? Lobha, dosa, moha, and other defiling factors. But they are the source of defiling factors, sankilesika. So the answer has been given in the text. Sasava kusala akusala dhamma kama vachara rupa vachara arupa vachara, in the sphere of only kama vachar, rupa vachar, and arupa vachar. Only the kusal and abhyakat. That is the kusal. There are 21 or 37 types of consciousness. Abhyakat means Vipakachit 36 or 52 types of Vipakachit, and Kriya 20 types of Kriyachit. They this action, the Kusal, they are associated with the Sasava, that is the associated with the Kamasav, Bhavasav, Dittiyasav, and Avijjasav. Asavas are immoral factors which are intoxicants. There are four types of asavas, namely Kamasav, Bhavasav, Dittiyasav, and Avijjasav. So these are associated with all the defiling factors. So रूप खंडो, वेदना खंडो, संज्ञा खंडो, संखार खंडो, बियान खंडो, इमे धम्मा असंकलित संकलेशिका. So if you make the enumeration of the Kamavachar, Rupavachar, Arupavachar, then Tisu, Bhumisu, out of the Kamavachar, Rupavachar, Arupavachar, there are only 17 types of Kusala Chitta. Kamavachar 8, Rupavachar 5, and Arupavachar 4. Altogether, there are 17 types of Kusala. And Tisi Bhumusu Kusalam. And then Vipak in the sphere of Kamavachar, Rupavachar, and Arupavachar. There are 36 types of Vipaka Chitta. Out of the 36 types of Vipaka Chitta, only in the sphere of 3, that is the Kamavachar, Rupavachar, and Arupavachar, there are only 32 types of Vipaka Chitta which are called as Asankalit Sankilesika. They are the source of defiling factors. And then Kriya Chitta, that is the 20 types of Kriya Chitta in the sphere of Kamavachar, Rupavachar, and Arupavachar. And then all the 27 types of material qualities, Rup, 4 Mahabhut, and 23 Upada Rup. And then it is called Ime Dhamma Asankalit Sankalesika. So these are the Dhammas which are called as Asankalit Sankilesika. These are not defiling factors, but they are the source of, they are making the defiling factors. So Kusala, there are only out of the 21, there are only 17. Vipak, out of 36, only 32. And Kriya, 20 in the sphere of Kamavachar, Rupavachar, and Arupavachar. And all the 27 types of Rupa. They are called as Asankalit Sankilesika. The third question is Katme Dhamma Asankalit Asankilesika. How many are the states or the dhammas which are not the defiling factors, and they are also not responsible for making the defiling factors? The answer has been given. Apariyapanna magga cha magphalani cha asankhata cha dhatu ime dhamma asankalit asankilesika. That for magga, Sothapati magga, Sagdagami magga, Anagami magga, Arhat magga, Sothapati phalla, Sagdagami phalla, Anagami phalla, Arhat phalla, and the Asankhata dhatu. These are called as Asankalit Asankilisika. Means for mag, for phal, and Nibbana. They are not defiling factors, as well as they are not making the defiling factors. Asankalit Asankilisika. So this is the Sankalit tick. Now the next tick is Swabitak Swabichara. That Katme Dhamma Swabitak Swabichara. Katme Dhamma or Bitak or Bitak Bichar Matta. Katme Dhamma or Bitak or Bichara. There are three questions here. Now let us discuss in a very brief manner what is called as Bitak and Bichar. There are three questions related with the Bitak and Vichar, that how many are the states which are associated with Bitak and Vichar out of the 89 or 121 types of consciousness. The second question, how many are the states in which there is no Bitak but there is Vichar. And third question is, Katme Dhamma or Vitak or Vichara, that how many are the states which are not associated with Vitak, not Vichar. What is Vitak and Vichar? It has been defined by Acharya Buddha Ghosh in Arthasalini that alambane chittas abhiniropan lakhanoti vitakko. Vitak is the initial application of mind towards the object. So, the example have been given by Acharya Buddha Ghosh that ringing of the bell is called as vitak, and vichar is called as vibration of the sound is called vichar. So vitak has been defined. It is the initial application of minds towards the object. Vichar has been defined as it is a sustaining of the mind towards the object. It is sustained thought on the object. Alambane chittasya anumanjan lakhanoti vicharo. There are two definitions given by Acharya Buddha Ghosh. Alambane chittasya abhiniropan. Initial application of minds towards the object is called as vitakka. Vichar is that is the alambane chittasya abhinirop anumanjana lakhanoti vicharo. Anumanjan means sustaining of the mind towards the object is called as vichar. The difference between vitak and vichar, Acharya Buddha Ghosh, that a bird wants to fly in the sky. So just flapping of the wings is called as vitakka. And when a bird wants to fly in the sky, and when the flapping of the wing is vitakka, and coming into sky is called as vichar. Another example, ringing of the bell is called as vitakka. That is the alambane chittasya abhiniropan lakhan. It is ringing of the bell, and the vibration of the sound is called as vichar. Sustaining of the minds towards the object, it is called as vichar. So now the question has been asked that katme dhamma swa vitak swa vichara. How many are the ultimate realities, chit chetsika rupa nibbana, which are associated with the vitak as well as vichar? Now we have to find out the answer out of the Chittavalli, that how many are the consciousness which are associated with Chit, Vitak and Vichar. The first question is Sa Vitak Sa Vichara. Sa means together with the Vitak as well as Vichar. Now, if you see all together, there are 89 types of consciousness. Out of the 89 types of consciousness, there are Dui Panch Viyan in the Kamavachar Ahetuk Chitta. If you remember, Upekha Sahagata Chakhu Viyanam, Upekha Sahagata Chakhu Viyanam, Sod Viyanam, Dhan Viyanam, Jiva Viyanam. There are 5 types of Upekha in the Akusal Ahetuk Vipaka Chitta, and there are 5 types of Ahetuk Kusal Vipaka which are associated with Upekha. So there are 10 types of Dvipanch Viyan which does not have any Vitak and Vichar, because they are associated with our Chakhu, Sod, Ghan, Jiva and Kal. So it has been said in the text that Kama Vachar Chittesu Dvipanch Viyan Vajita, removing the 12 types of, removing the 10 types of beyond chitta out of the 54 types of consciousness. So how many? There are 54 types of Kamavachar chitta. Out of the 54, 10 types of Kamavachar Hetuk chitta, which are associated with our Chakhu, Sod, Ghan, Jiva and Kaya. So only 44 types of consciousness, they are associated with Vitak and Vichar. So altogether 44. And if you come to the Rupavachar, then in the Rupavachar, there are how many are the consciousness which are associated with Vitak and Vichar? If you see in the case of the first Pathamajhana, Vitak Vichar Piti Sukhekta Saitam Pathamajhana, in the second stage, Vitak becomes absent. So vichar, piti, sukh, ekta, saktam, dutiya jhan. So the question is katme dhamma, savitak, savichara. So in the first Rupa Jhan, Kusala, there are 15 types of Rupa Vichar, 5 Kusala, 5 Vipak, and 5 Kriya. So out of the 5 Rupa Vichar Kusala Chitta, there is only one type of consciousness in which Vitak and Vichar is available, are available. In the second Rupa Jhana, Vichar, Vitak becomes absent. So we have to consider only 3. Okay. So in the Rupa Vachar, only 3. In the Kama Vachar, 44. In the Rupa Vachar, 3. Then come to the Arupa Vachar. In the Arupa Vachar, all consciousness are associated with Upekha Vedana. There is no Vitak and Vichar. So there will be 0 in case of Arupa Vachar. Coming to Lokottar Chitta, there are altogether 40 types of consciousness which are called as 20 Kusala, 20 Vipak. And we have already seen that there are 32 types of consciousness which are called as a Vipak Chit. So in the whenever there are 4 types of Kusala Chit, and when a Yogavachar tries to meditate 5 factors of concentration, Panch Jhanangas. So in each stage, the first jhan is called as Vitak, Pichar, Piti, Sukekta, Saitam, Patam Jhana. So altogether there are 8. So there are 8 types of consciousness in the Lokottar Chit out of the 40 which are associated with Vitak and Vichar. So altogether how many? There are 44 Kamavachara. There are 3 types of Rupavachar and there are 8 types of Lokottar Chit. Altogether there are 44 plus 11. There are 55 types of consciousness which are called as Savitak Savichara. Is it clear? In the Kamavachar there are 44. In the Rupavachar there are only 3. And in the Lokottar or Rupavachar does not have any Vitak and Vichar. In the Lokottar there are 8 types of Chittas which are associated with Vitak and Vichar. So this is the answer of this question. Katme Dhamma Swavitak Swavichara. How many are the consciousness? How many are the states which are associated with the Vitak and Vichar? So see the text, then it will be more clear to you that Swavitak Swavichar Bhumiyam Kamavachare Rupavachare Aparyapanne. There is no name of Arupavachar. Vitak vichare thapitva, leaving the vitak and vichar, tam sampayutto, vedana khando, sanya khando, sankhar khando, bhiyan khando, ime dhamma sa vitak sa vichara. These are the dhammas which are called as savitak, associated with the initial application of minds towards the object, as well as they are having the sustained thought of objective, sustained thought of mind towards the objective. Swavitak Swavichara. So altogether there are 44 Kamavachar, Rupavachar 3 and Lokuttar 8. These are the Dhammas or the states which are called as Swavitak Swavichara. Now the next question is Katme Dhamma Avitak Swavichara Avitak Vichar Matta. How many are the Dhammas which are the states which does not have vitak, but they are having the vichar. Okay. So now we have to find out the dhamma, that is the 4 ultimate realities, chitta, chetasika, roop and nibbana. So only the chitta we have to find out how many are the consciousness which are associated with vichar only, not vitak. Okay, the first question we have discussed that how many are the consciousness which are associated with vitak and vichar. So altogether Kama Vachar 44, Rupa Vachar 3 and Lokuttar 8. These are the dhammas, altogether 55 types of consciousness which are called as Swavitak Savichara. Abitak, now in the sense of, see, Abitak in the second jhan, in the Rupa Uchar, second jhan is, first is called as Vitak Vichar Piti Sutekta Saitam Patham Jhanam. So in the second stage, Vitak becomes upset. Only in the second case, we are having, that is the Vichar Piti Sukh Ekta Sahitam Dutiya Jhanam. So Kusal ek, Rupa Uchar Kusal ek, one, Rupavachar Kusal one, Rupavachar Vipak one, Rupavachar Kriya Chit one. Altogether there are three types of Rupavachar Chit which are associated with Vichar. In the Kamavachar we do not have, but in the Rupavachar we are having only three. Okay. In the Arupavachar we do not have a Vitak Vichar. There is absence of vitak, but there is the presence of vichar. So only in the case of Rupavachar, we are having only three types of consciousness which are associated with the vichar. That is a sustained thought of our mind. Now coming to the Lokuttar Chitta, there are only 8 types of consciousness which are associated with the vichar, but there is no vitak. So altogether there are Rupavachar 3 and Lokuttar 8. Altogether there are 11 types of consciousness which are called as a Vitak Vichar Matta. That the Dhammas which are associated with, not associated with Vitak, but they are associated with Vichar. So see the text, then it will be more clear. Vitak Vichar Bhumiyam Rupavachare Aparyapanne. There is name of only Rupavachar and Aparyapanna, that is the Lokuttar. वितक विचार ठपेत्वा तम संपयुक्तो वेदना खंडो संज्ञा खंडो संखार खंडो ज्ञान खंडो. There are 52 types of psychic factors and there are 89 or 121 types of consciousness. So altogether there are 11, 3 types of Rupavachar consciousness and 8 types of Lokuttar Chitta. They are called as Ime Dhamma or Vitak Vichar Matta. They are not associated with the Vitak, but they are associated with the Vichar. Now coming to the third question, that is the Katme Dhamma or Vitak or Vichara. Third question is that how many are the states which are not associated with the Vitak and Vichar. There is neither presence of Vitak nor there is presence of Vichar. That is the initial application of minds towards the object as well as a sustained thought of our mind. So only a Vitak, if you see, in the case of Kamavachar, Rupavachar or Rupavachar and Lokuttar, we have to find out the how many are the dhammas or the states which are associated with upekha vedana. Neither vitak nor vichar means they are associated with upekha vedana. There are 55 types of consciousness which are associated with vitak and which are not associated with vitak and also not associated with vichar. So if you see in the Kamavachar, there are 6 types of Kamavachar or Kusala. Kamavachar Hetuk, if you see Kamavachar Hetuk, there are 12, and then Kamavachar Sohana, there are 12 types of, and in Kamavachar, in Rupavachar, there are only 3 types of consciousness which are associated with Upekha Vedana. That is the last stage of, that is the, out of 5, there is only one which is associated with Upekha, and all the 12 types of consciousness belonging to Arupa Vachar, 4 Kusala, 4 Vipak, and 4 Kriya Chitta. Altogether, there are 12 types of consciousness which are not associated with Vitak and Vichar. And in the case of Lokottar, there are 8 types of consciousness which are associated with Upekha Vedana, not associated with Vitak, as well as they are not associated with Vichar. So the third question, if you go through the text defines it that Avitak, Avichar, Bhumiyam, Kamavachare, Rupavachare, Arupavachare, Aparyapanne, वेदना खंदो संज्ञा खंदो संखार खंदो बियान खंदो सब्बम च रूपम असंखता च धातु इमे धम्मा अभितक अभिचारा. So here if you see the whole text it has been said that in the Kamavachar, in the Rupavachar, or in the Kamavachar altogether we have seen that how many are the consciousness which are associated with the Upekha Vedana. In the Rupavachar only 3 and Rupavachar 12 and Aparyapanne Lokuttar there are 8 types of consciousness. They are associated with Avitak or Vichara as well as Sabbam Cha Rupam, all the material qualities. For Mahabhut and 23 Upadarup, they are called as Sabbam Rupam. They are also called Avitak Avichara. They are not associated with the initial application of mind, Vitak, as well as they are not associated with the Vichar, sustained thought of our mind. Then Asankhata cha dhatu, that is the Nibbana. This is called as a, you can say, Tatme Dhamma or Vitak or Vichara. The states which are not associated with or Vitak, not associated with the initial application of mind, as well as they are not associated with the Vichar. But they are altogether there are 55 types of consciousness out of 121 types of consciousness, 27 types of Rupa and Nibbana state of eternal bliss, Asankat Dhatu. They are called as Avitak Avichara. Then next Tikmatika is there any time? We can continue.
We have 5 minutes.
So
Yes, we can continue.
for the question answers after 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay. So let us finish another Tikmatika. There are 3 questions also in the next Tikmatika. Katme Dhamma Piti Sahagata, Katme Dhamma Sukh Sahagata, and Katme Dhamma Upekha Ekagata. There are 3 questions in the Tikmatika, next Tikmatika, that how many are the states or the dhammas which are associated with the piti, initial thrill of pleasant sensation. Second question is Katme Dhamma Sukh Sagata. How many are the states which are associated with the Sukh? Then Upekha Sahagata. How many are the Dhammas which are associated with the Upekha? Now here Dhammas are in the sense of Chatudha Paramatha Dhamma, that is the Chitta Chetasika Rupa and Nibbana. The scope of inquiry of all these portions are related with the Chitta Chetasika Rupa and Nibbana. We have to find out how many are the consciousness which are associated with the Priti as well as Sukha and Upekha. Let us discuss one by one. Now, what is the difference between Priti and Sukha? Priti has been defined by Acharya Buddhaghosa that it is the thrill of pleasant sensation. Pranati iti Priti. Sukh is when there is a saturation of joy within the body and mind. Chetasikas Sahagatati Sukham ti Veditavam. Whenever there is a situation of pleasant joy within the body and mind, this is called as sukha. An example has been given by Acharya Buddha Ghosh in Atsalani, that how what is the difference between piti and the sukha. Piti is the thrill of pleasant sensation. It is not saturation of joy within body and mind. But sukh is the later stage. Whenever there is a saturation of pleasant feeling within body and mind, this is called as sukha. So an example has been given that there is a person who is going on in the desert, and after going some miles he becomes very thirsty, and now he becomes very much tired also, and he doesn't have energy to move on the road on in the desert. After some time, he sees that there is a person who is coming from the opposite direction, and that person clothes are wet, the water drops are coming out from the as a bunchlet of the waters from the hairs also. Now he sees that there must be any water tank, so that the person is coming and his dress clothes are wet, as well as the water drops are coming out from the hair. This is the thrill of pleasant sensation that now I will get the water from the tank. So this is called as pineti iti piti, that a thrill of pleasant sensation in anticipation of getting the thing, that I will get the thing. This is called as priti. And whenever the person goes to the tank, he drinks the water, he takes a bath in the tank or in the river, then there is a saturation of joy within the body and the mind. This is called as sukha. So now we have to find out the difference between piti and sukha among the four ultimate realities. Tatme dhamma piti sagata, that how many are the consciousness which are associated with the piti, that there are 51 types of consciousness out of the 121 types of consciousness. And we have just now in the Tatme Dhamma, in the Tukmatika, we have discussed. Let us see this. There are 63 types of consciousness here, Sukha Vedana. So in the Vedanatik, we have discussed the Katme Dhamma, Sukhai Vedana Sampayutta. How many are the Dhammas which are associated with the pleasant feeling? So here there is answer, Katme Dhamma Sukh Sagata. So these are the 63 types of consciousness which are called as Sukh Sagata. Sukhai Vedana Sampayutta, or how many are the Dhammas which are associated with the pleasant feeling? Sukh Sadgat Dhamma. In the case of Piti, there are only 51 types of consciousness which are associated with our. So if you see the breakup in the text, it has been said, Piti Bhumiyam Kama Vachare, Rupa Vachare, Aparyapanne, Piti अपेत्वा तम संपयुक्तो वेदना खंडो संज्ञा खंडो संखार खंडो ज्ञान खंडो इमे धम्मा पीति सागता, that in the kamavachar, rupavachar, and not in lokottar, in the in the arupavachar there is only upekha vedana. So in the case of piti, only in the kamavachar, rupavachar, and the piti. So if you see the breakup in the Rupavachana, there are Vitak Vichar Piti Sukikta Saitam Pratham Jhana, Vichar Piti Sukikta Saitam Dutiya Jhana, Piti Suk Ekagata Saitam Tatiya Jhana. So there are three. So altogether in the Rupavachara, three Kusal, three Vipak, and three Kriyachit. Altogether there are 12 types of consciousness which are associated with a priti. But in the case of sukha, there are 4 types of kusala rupavachar, 4 vipaka, and 4 kriya. There is a difference between that. So in that case, Piti Sahagat only there are 51 types of chittas or consciousness which are associated with the Piti. But in the case of Sukha Sahagata, there are 63 types of consciousness. The breakup has been given. Akusala Somanasa 4, Hetuk Somanasa 3, Sobhana, Kamavachar Sobhana, that is the 12 types of consciousness. Rupa Vachar, Kusala Vipak and Kriya, there are four. In the case of, there are 12 types of Rupa Vachar Chitta which are associated with the Sukha, and in the case of out of 18, 121 types of, or out of 40, there are 32 types of consciousness which are associated with our Sukha Sakata. But in the case of our Piti, there will be less than 32. There are only 24 types of consciousness which are associated with Piti Sakata. So that is the difference I have not made in the PowerPoint. So you can understand 63 types of consciousness that is associated with Sukha Sagata. Now Upekha Sahagata. So we had discussed there are 55 types of consciousness which are associated with Upekha, neither pleasant feeling nor unpleasant feeling. That is the neither Piti Sahagata or neither Sukh Sahagata. That is called as Upekha Sahagata. So altogether, the text, if you see, in the case of Sukh Sahagata, that Sukh Bhumiyam Kamavachare Rupavachare Aparyapanne, in the plane of existence in the Kamavachar, Rupavachar and Lokuttara, Sukham Tapetva, living the Sukha, Tam Sampayukto, Sanya Khando, Sankhar Khando, Byan Khando, Ime Dhamma Sukh Sagata. These are the Dhamma, that is the 63 types of states or the Dhammas, they are associated with the Sukha. In the case of Upekha, that Upekha Bhumiyam Kama Vachre Rupa Vachre Aparyapanne. In the case of Kamavachar, Rupavachar, and Lokuttar, Upekham Tapetva, Tam Sampayuto, Sanya Khando, Sankhar Khando, Byan Khando, Ime Dhamma, Upekha, Sahagata. These are the Dhammas which are associated with Upekha. So there are altogether there are 55 types of consciousness which are associated with Upekha. So this is the our related with the three questions of the thick, that is the Piti thick. So now there are times for 5-10 minutes for the question and answer. If you have question and answer, I will be glad to discuss with you all these things. So anyone who have any question or doubt, they can ask.
Yes, sir. Can I ask? Deepa, hello, hello, hello. Deepa, hello, 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 hello.
Speak slowly.
Deepa, please can you repeat your question from beginning, please, and please speak slowly. Yeah, please.
How without the Vitak Vichar is continuing. So in the second, see, there are 5 stages of Jhananga. If you go through in the 5 stages, if you see that there are 5 jhanas, that is Vitak Vichar Piti Sukha Ekta Saitam Patham jhana. Now Vitak becomes absent. So because when there is a sustaining of minds towards the object, then there is no need of vitak. So in the second stage of jhana, rupa jhana, then there is a absence of vitak. So then it comes vichar, piti, sukh, ekta, sahitam, dutiya jhana. Again, a yogavachar. In the third stage, vichar also becomes absent. So when there is no need of sustaining, already the mind has been sustained on the object, then there is no need of vichar also. So in the case of vichar, the vitak becomes absent because the work of the function of the vitak is the only initial application of minds towards the object. If there is any alamban on the object, the vitak is only that to take the mind towards the object. Then the function of the vitak becomes absent, and now there is sustaining of minds towards the object in the second stage. In the third stage, there is no need of vichar also. So in the case of third jhana, vitak vichar becomes absent, and then piti sukikta sahitam tatiya jhana. In the fourth stage also, there is no need of piti, because after piti there is a need of sukha. When piti has been realized by a person, so there is a saturation of joy within body and mind in the fourth stage. Then it is called as sukha ekta sahitam chaturth jhana. And in the last stage, sukha also becomes absent, and it changes into upekha. So here sukha is replaced by the upekha, indifferent feeling. Then there is no need of sukha, so upekha comes. And this ekagata is a one pointedness, ekagga bhavoti, and that is the initial point of entering into the arupa jhana. So that when there is no need of vitak, there is a need of vichar. So that is why vitak becomes absent. Is it clear?
Yes, it is clear. And does this also similarly apply to the example you were giving for Piti and Sukha, where you gave example where a man is walking in the desert and suddenly he sees somebody carrying a water is dropping. So the anticipation of something positive anticipation is Piti, and this and remove from the soul is Sukh. Am I understanding correctly?
Yes, yes, is it right? Piti is called as a thrill of pleasant sensation, pineti piti, and in anticipation of getting anything, this is called as a piti. Whenever there is a pleasant sensation in anticipation of getting the sukha, this is called as piti. And sukha is that whenever there is a joy which is being saturated within body and mind, whenever our body as well as mind, that is the chitta chetsik and rupa, is saturated the joy, whatever he goes to the tank, he drinks the water, he takes the bath, and then his body and the mind becomes saturated with the joy. This is called as sukha.
Okay, so can we say that if I say that I don't, I'm thirsty, but I don't want
Uh, I won't bring the water.
the man is thirsty in the desert, but then he is even okay without drinking the water. Can the sukha
Upekha is neither pleasant nor unpleasant. When there is no feeling of priti or sukha, that feeling is called as upekha. If we, after seeing the water, his consciousness does not have any desire to get the water, this is called as upekha. So upekha is sambhav. Sambhav is called as upekha, or it has been defined mood janesu upekha, that just like a fool person have the feeling, he does not have any feeling of either pleasant or unpleasant feeling after seeing of anything. So in the sense of fool, that a person has the feeling of upekha. That is the sambhav, neither piti nor sukha. neither moral nor immoral. In that sense, it is upekha.
Understood. Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Any more question?
Now we'll take from this house question. So,
Yes. Yes.
please.
Both wishes are referring to the same way, Sukha Vedana. This is the last thing in the question. And earlier, Sukha Sampayutta. The next is referring to the slide. So both questions are
Same.
and same. So why they are putting the same questions again? Why there is repeating?
This is in the case of Vedanatik. So there are 22 Tikmatikas. So we had discussed Katme Dhamma Sukhai Vedana Sampayutta, Katme Dhamma Dukhai Vedana Sampayutta, Katme Dhamma Asukham Vedanai Sampayutta. So here we are considering the case of Vedana. How many are the consciousness which are associated with the Sukh or Dukh feelings? But here we are considering the Piti and Sukha. So there are three questions here. Piti and Sukha. What is the difference between the niceties of our Dhammasangani is to enumerate the Dhammas in a different manner. The ultimate reality, Chitta Chaitsik or Upnibban, they have been asked in different manners. If you go through the 22 Tikmatikas, you will see that some of the things are repeating the same things. But the enumeration or the classification of the dhammas are different. There it has been discussed in the case of feelings. Here it is also discussed in the case of what is the difference between piti, sukh and upekha. So in that case it is there.
Online participants, do you have any question? I think Professor Adam, between you have raised your hand. So right now, if you want to ask your question, please. Hello, Professor Adam, are you there? Yes, please. Yeah, please. Can't hear you. Please unmute yourself and ask your question. We can't hear you.
Or Venerable Nuns, if you have any question, you can ask.
Yes. Object, not object of practice.
Katme Dhamma Upadin Upadhaniya. So there are three questions here. Katme Dhamma Upadin Upadhaniya. Upadin means that which are the states which are generated on the resultant of the moral and immoral actions. Upadin. Upadin means that which are post the states which are coming into existence as a generated form on the basis of the resultant of the moral and immoral actions. And upadaniya, there are two terms here, upadin and upadaniya. Upadan means that is the balvati tanhati upadanam. That when a tanha or desire is translated into an action, that is called as upadan. That tanha pachaya upadanam, based upon dependent on the desire, there is the arising of the upadan. So here the question is upadaniya. How many are the dhammas which are responsible for objects of becoming, upadan, or grasping? So there are two questions, upadin, upadaniya. So we had discussed that what are the resultant of the moral and immoral actions in the sphere of Kamavachar, Rupavachar and Arupavachar. Only three. That is the 32 types of Vipaka Chitta. They are generated. They are called as Upadin. Generated on the resultant of the moral and immoral actions. And then out of the rupa, there are 8 types of rupa. They are called as Kammaj rupa. If you remember, there are 4 Rup Kalapa, that is the Rup Samuthan. Sorry, Rup Samuthan, Kam, Chit, Utu, and Ahar. So we are discussing that how many are the material qualities which are arising on the basis of the Kamma. So we had discussed 5 Pasada Rupa, namely Chakku, Sot, Ghan, Chikwa, Kai. There are 2 Bhava Rupa, Ithi Indriya and Purusindriya. And there is one Indriya, that is the Jivit Indriya, that is the Jivit Rupa. There are altogether 8 types of Kammaj Rupa, which are called as, out of the 4 ultimate realities, they are called as Upadinna. Upadinna means they are generated on the Kamma. So we had also discussed, based upon the Kamma, there are 32 types of consciousness Chitta. They are called as Upadinna. And there are 8 types of Kammaj Rupa. They are called as Upadin Upadaniya. Means these are the Dhammas which are called as generated on the basis of the resultant of the moral and immoral actions, as well as they are responsible for objects of grasping, that is the becoming, that is the Upadaniya. So this is the answer of first question. Second question was Katme Dhamma Anupadin Upadaniya. How many are the Dhammas which are not generated on the basis of the resultant of the moral and immoral actions, but they are responsible for objects of grasping or becoming. So we had discussed that besides this Vipaka Chitta, that is the Kusala Chitta and Kriya Chitta, we had discussed about it, and the Kammaj Rupa, they are called as Anupadin Upadaniya. They are responsible for objects of becoming. Then the third question was Katme Dhamma Anupadin, Katme Dhamma Anupadin Anupadani. How many are the Dhammas which are not on the basis of the generation of the resultant of the moral and immoral actions, as well as they are not responsible for making the objects of grasping or becoming. Anupadaniya, that is the 4 Magga, Sotapatti, Saktagami, Anagami, Arhat, 4 Magga, 4 Phala, Sotapatti Phala, Saktagami Phala, Anagami Phala, Arhat Phala, and Asankhata Dhatu, that is the Nibbana. They are called as Anupadin Anupadaniya. Means they are not generated on the basis of the resultant of the moral and immoral actions, as well as they are not object of becoming. Anupadaniya. This is the answer. Is it clear? Any more question?
I think we said time is already remaining question we can take tomorrow. So now time is up, and we'll meet tomorrow. So thank you
Okay.
very much, sir, once again. And the online participants, tomorrow we will meet at the same time, 10:30, and those are coming offline, the same time we will meet tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much,
Okay,
sir, once
thank you.
again.
Thank you all. See you again tomorrow. So if you put the question, then it will be more lively. Rupti ji, is it clear? So this there are some of the technical terms which are discussed in Abhidhamma in a very nice manner on the basis of our Dhammasangani, that how there is a difference between piti and sukha, what is the difference between sukha and dukkha. So these have been discussed in a very nice manner on the basis of 4 ultimate realities, based upon the 4 plane of existence. So it is good that if you ask, you understand it, then it will be more lively to discuss all these things of Dhamma Sangam. Thank you very much. See you again tomorrow.